Hello, it's Phillip Taylor speaking, and I'm looking at a book from Law Society Publishing. I'm from Richmond Green Chambers. This is an important book for solicitors. It's called the SRA Handbook. It's this book here. We'll look at it in a minute. It's the October 2011 edition, and it's published by the Solicitors Regulation Authority in conjunction with the Law Society. We've given it the title, it's only a short title because this is a book which is very important for all solicitors. We've given it the title, All New Regulatory Aspects Covered by the New Regime. And what we say is this: the new SRA Handbook is simply something you must have as a practicing solicitor now that the revised regime is in place. It's a guidance book but gives you much more, covering all aspects of what we currently do within the profession in one volume. Do read the introduction in some detail, as it covers the fundamental structure in the following sections. It starts off with the principles, then looks at the Code of Conduct, accounts, authorisation and practising requirements, client protection, discipline and cost recovery, specialist services, and finally there's a glossary. The handbook ends on what I think is a positive note when it says that the regulatory objectives can only be achieved if we, that's the SRA, and our regulated community, that's us, solicitors. I'm a barrister, but I'm using it in that sense for you guys as solicitors. We work together in a spirit of mutual trust for the benefit of clients and the ultimate public interest. We feel all practitioners agree with these sentiments, and we welcome this constructive new approach to regulation. Well, I think that's correct, because there has been a lot of bad feeling about over-regulation, and I think the balance is just sort of coming back a bit now. So do read the other two recent Law Society Publishing books which complement this work. That's the Outcomes Focused Regulation title, and also the new edition of the Solicitors Accounts Manual. This is the book itself. That's the front cover. There's the back cover, if you can just make it out. You can see at the side there are shaded areas to show you where everything is. The main practicing regulations are the bulk of the book in the middle. Starts off with the SRA Account Rules 2011 there, and right at the beginning is the Code of Conduct. Then right at the back, of course, you'll have, if I can get at it, the actual, very short index in fact, but you've then got right at the back the indemnity rules, which are also quite helpful. And right at the front, I think the most important thing, there are basically 7 chapter headings in this, but what you've got at the beginning is the introduction to the new handbook, and I think that is well worth reading because it sets out what is in fact happening, and then there's some additional information. All in all, I'm very pleased that we've got this book because it gives an idea of what solicitors are required. I would imagine that we will get something, we have something for the bar which is slightly different, but it looks as though things are beginning to change a little bit in the regulatory world. But thank you to the Law Society and the SRA for producing this excellent handbook, which I think you should all have in your firm. Thank you very much. Bye bye.